Hey Beanie, how are you? Hope you guys are doing good. We'll get started here shortly, just waiting for a few more people to join. Duke, I wasn't talking to you. You can go back to sleep. Greetings from Newfoundland. Hey guys, how are you? Hold on, give me a sec. James, I sent you a message. I don't know if you got it. How's tomorrow for you? James, let me know how's tomorrow for you. What time? 2, 3? 2, 3 is good. 2 or 3 should be good, James. Let me know if that works for you. So you guys, I was gonna talk about based on subject in regards to heart attacks, but the main focus is to kind of prevent heart attacks. That's what I wanted to actually discuss with you guys today. But if you have any questions you want to ask away, go for it till we get a few more people to actually join, and we can kind of get into the topic a little bit more in details. While I'm actually doing some work on the computer as well too. That's why I'm standing right now. Well, you got your first question. Nice. I'll pass on that question, Billy. But thanks anyway. I know there's always people trying to have fun, so why not? Sometimes you gotta. Have you ever heard how long it is taking to ship Cavadix, or if it's getting held by customs or FDA? Brian, it is taking a little bit longer than usual because customs sometimes are not releasing it right away. If that's the situation, now the company is behind in fulfilling the orders because of the video I did. But if it does get stuck in customs, please do let me know. Send me an email if you get a chance, if you bought it using that 20% discount that I put out, and I'll be more than happy to contact the company to check the status for you. No worries. Let me know. I contracted severe type 2 diarrhea at an Indian Curie joint. Doctor said that it's incurable. What is your opinion on that? I don't know. Have you heard of fasting possibly? Fasting would be ideal so you can give your gut a break. And if there's any parasites, that's the only way you can actually starve them. Hey Flor, how are you? But Brian, definitely keep me updated. Let me know. Share some tips to keep the heart healthy. One of the best tips would be 3 top vitamins: vitamin D, vitamin C, and magnesium. The only reason everybody has heart disease or the start of a heart disease is because they're deficient in all 3 across the board. And fasting, among other things. Will Cavadix be as effective while fasting? Yes, 100%. It's not gonna conflict. Is vitamin D blood level of 85 too high? Lab says it's within the range, but some online doctors say it should be around 60. 80 is the optimal level. 80, 85, up to 90 max. But I like to see like an 80 level would be ideal, Ami. Hello, hey Monopoly, how are you? Let's go UNC. How long have you been transgender? We get some funny people they come online here, which is nice. It's good to kind of get a laugh here and there once in a while. Are you doing red light therapy? Oh, I have a red light device, which is just easier on the eyes, especially at night. What's your thoughts on ST being elevated? ST, break it down for me, please. Can K2 cause calcium to release in the arteries and cause a heart attack? If you regulate your calcium and you remove that cap without actually healing your arterial system, yeah, it could, 100%. I did a video almost about a year ago, and I mentioned it to everybody. I'm like, don't take vitamin K2 unless you know for a fact you did heal your arterial endothelial system. If you haven't and you're taking vitamin K2, you could cause an issue. I've been taking K2 complex and stopped D3 because I was concerned. I wouldn't stop, just go on a maintenance level. It depends how much you're taking. You don't need anything other than homeopathy and prayers. Thanks so much for pointing that out. God gave us a brain so we can actually utilize it, right? It's not so much about just praying. Praying, yes, puts you at ease and everything, but He gave you a brain to utilize correctly and actually heal yourself instead of just sitting there and be idle. What's your thoughts? Can K2 ST refers to ST segment on an electrogram? I don't really believe in ECG or EKG. I think they're bullshit. You gotta do more complex testing to get a good info. Segment. My wife has low iron and extremely low ferritin. Any tips? Yeah, cooking an iron skillet. Hi, I just went off MS meds, Capaxone. What do you recommend I do instead? You shouldn't just get off your meds. Pretty much, you're supposed to actually wean off. Yeah, calcium score was 0. So if calcium score is 0, there's nothing to worry. Then there's no issue. That's why I said the EKG and the ECG, they come normal or they come elevated. It doesn't give us a full story. It's better to do a CAC score or a CCTA scans. Don't need any diagnosis, just use homeopathic. Yes, thanks so much for pointing that out. Like I said, homeopathy been out for a very long time, but it's not as effective as you think, unless you're doing it or you're practicing it yourself with the correct chemical balancing and mixes. I wish that I had used your discount. I heard about it on YouTube, probably from you, but can't remember. Later, I decided to get it and found the website and ordered because I went to the hospital. Brian, send me an email. Send me your order number. I can reach out to the company and see if I can still apply that 20% discount for you if you get a chance. What about angiogram, Dave? Which drug is that and what does it do? Cavadix, technically, it's not a drug, it's a supplement. And it actually goes in there and remove oxidized lipids from within your arterial system. So this way we can actually reverse calcification. Where can I find your ebook? If you click on my website and my picture profile in the top left corner, and it takes you to my main page. On the main page, if you click on my website, you can be able to access all my ebooks. Would you lower cholesterol if I was 270? No, I wouldn't really care about cholesterol. How old are you, Maurice? I don't know. I feel like I'm 30 today. Every day is different. Who's droid? Pray for God. He's the best drug for life. How to heal the arteries? There's a lot of ways to heal the arteries. It all starts with the lifestyle first, then we can actually add some supplementation to actually add to the equation, and actually we can start to reverse the issues. What to give someone who is bed-bound and has lost muscle mass? HMB, creatine, NAD, NMN. There's so many things you can definitely give somebody so you can actually give them the energy they require. That's all they're missing. Hi Maurice, thanks for all you do and the good information. Do you put your MCT8 on all your meat so meat doesn't raise your cholesterol as a carnivore? I see the problem is, MCT oil, yes, does put you in ketosis, but keep in mind what raises your cholesterol is the saturated fats. Only it will raise your cholesterol only if you're not able to utilize it correctly. If you're able to utilize it correctly, it should be fine. The fact that abroad didn't immediately contest the use of homeopathy is worrying me. What with you and all the homeopathic stuff you're talking about? If you have something to say, please, share it or share the valuable information. Don't just put out there homeopathic. We are all aware of it. We are all aware of how a lot of this stuff works if you know how to use it correctly. I have high blood pressure, 180 over 120. We can actually fix that. I did an ebook on how to actually cure and reverse your high blood pressure. Always answer everyone questions. Thank you. Which supplement to help with arteries? Nitric oxide, nitrate supplement. I have it on my website. When you have heart failure, is there anything to help? 100% you can reverse the issue. Book a time with me. We can talk about it because there is a protocol for you to follow. Hi Maurice, I wake up with random bruises. What could that be? Random bruises, it depends your what you're doing to your body. They gotta be something off. They gotta be something off. Are you taking any specific medications? Usually sometimes that happens from the liver. I'm trying a new supplement called C15. It's a fatty acid that is insufficient. It contributed to insulin resistance. Any comments on this one? I haven't received mine yet in regards to the C15. I'm just checking to see how my order is because I wanted to actually try it out to get an idea of how it works. Anemia, lack iron and magnesium. Usually for the bruising, yes. If they're not taking any medication, bruises on my body, I wake up. Okay, so you take no medication. So usually you're gonna be checking your iron and your magnesium, and when you check your magnesium, it check for RBC magnesium. So the C15 you're using, let me see here. What are you using the C15 for? A new supplement. I've heard about it. Contribute to insulin resistance. It does help with for you to become more insulin sensitive, potentially reducing the type 2 diabetes. So it's just another product that you can definitely add to your routine. Similar like berberine, similar like alpha lipoic acid, a lot of these supplements. And this one is actually a little bit more because it is a very soluble. So it does actually help with the reduction of inflammation, brain health, and for insulin sensitivity, if that's what you're trying to get to. Started carnivore 8 days ago. I dreamed about pizza. Is there a cure? Increase your mineralization. There is carnivore pizza also. Is there really? My mother-in-law has been on antibiotics for 3 years. She's now off of them. Best way to repair the gut, you gotta take some kefir so you can increase your probiotics in the body. Vitamin D3, magnesium, vitamin C, which supplement do you recommend without fillers? Vitamin D3, make sure it's mixed with coconut. Magnesium has to come from liquid. So it has to come in ionic magnesium ionic chloride. Vitamin C, ideally would be nice to use like camu would be ideal. It has the highest and the most whole food vitamin C. So that should be good. I dreamt last night I was a muffler and I woke up exhausted. That's a good one, James. What do you think of taking NMN? NMN is good if you're actually looking to activate your NAD plus so you can get more energy going, which is 100% ideal. Put 1 part meat and 1 trillion parts water. That's satisfy your craving. What is kefir? It's fermented milk. Kefir usually It's very similar to yogurt, just has a little bit more of a higher probiotics and more acidic in it, which is a little bit better actually taste. Is there anything that I can take to reduce receding hairline? Copper peptides. So when you're taking the C15, I think it was Loratraro. Tell me how much you're taking just so I can get an idea. Because you still get C15 from a lot of the, grass-fed, grass-finished eggs, cheeses, fish. Supplements are not bad. It just depends how much you're taking. Is beet juice okay before bed? You could, but the problem is it's very high in oxalates. How is Yakult? I haven't heard of that. Yakult probiotics. I have to actually check it for you. Hi, good night from Trinidad and Tobago. I have 2 small kidney stones. I don't know what to do. Drink some lemon water, take some Shenka Piedra. All that stuff will actually break your stones. What are your thoughts on vitamin E, lowest dose for heart health? Vitamin E is excellent, especially if you can get yourself on tocotrienols coming directly from Enato. C15 is 1,000 milligram, 100 milligram caps with recommended 1 per day. I find that very low. How much do we get from the grass fed? Let me see. It's probably quite expensive, isn't it, Latro? Is apple cider vinegar good for kidney stones? It's not bad. Works all right. So yeah, we don't get enough. We get roughly about 10 milligrams. Wow. So it's very small amount. Typical supplements 100. You can go as far as 300 milligrams a day. Can't I reuse copper from electrical wires, or you can actually drink in copper cups, so you can get your copper line, but you need it as a peptide, so actually it bypasses your digestive system. How many drops of acid-trace minerals, magnesium at a time? 40 drops per cup. C15 is supposed to be in butter, 2% in grass-fed. No, it is found in butter and stuff. I think the highest you're gonna ever find would be in yeah, actually butter is the highest. Butter has the highest level. They can reach up to 2% of it. And your second one would be almost your cheeses to get C15. For uric acid, one of the best thing you can do is celery seeds or cherry tart with high magnesium levels. Maurice, you have mentioned supplement to clear calcium. So you have vitamin K2, you have EDTA, vitamin D3, and magnesium. It's all about regulating your calcium and using a chelation therapy. Is there any expiration date for vitamin supplements? There is. Most of them are about 2 years. How to win a woman, Maurice? Well, there's a lot of ladies in that room. Why don't you ask them and find out? They'll probably give you better ideas than me. D3 and K2 spray is the best? Not really. Not really. You need enough K2 to actually regulate your body. I would never take them in a combination. You need the K2 in the upper 500 to 1,000 micrograms minimum a day. And D3, you gotta take about 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. And you need EDTA and magnesium. It's all about regulating calcium. Maurice, you have mentioned C15 references the number of Maurice, I have these quits. How do I not go through 5 pairs of pants a day? Best way to dissolve blood clots, please. Come on, tap the likes. He's answering all questions. Best way to dissolve blood clots. If you have a blood clot, there's actually, if you go to the hospital, there's a specific chemical they can put in your body and they can dissolve a blood clot. If you really have a blood clot, if you're talking about plaque, that's a totally different story. Can we use potassium supplement to lower blood pressure? No, you're not supposed to ever take potassium supplement. You're supposed to actually get it from food, because a lot of the potassium supplement you get, it's not going to be sufficient enough. You need to actually take magnesium, and magnesium will actually saturate and balance your potassium levels. I have a bloaty head. Just take some MCT oil with DHA. Comes from omega-3s. Or put some magnesium gel possibly. Can we use potassium? Magnesium and glycinate, will that balance levels? Not really, no, because the elemental level in magnesium and glycinate is below 12%. It's not as ideal as it should. I think it's because I'm drinking too much water on account of the homeopathy. How do you treat MTHFR thrombosis disease? The MTHFR is all controlled by whether your body is actually methylating homocysteine or not, Dave. One of the best way to clean your liver is pretty much fasting and eliminating a lot of the sugars and simple carbohydrates. That's like the best way to do it. Don't always rely on pills, on supplements. There's a lot of things start with the diet. A lot of these things you can actually start with the diet. Once you fix your diet, most of these things will be eliminated, because most of these things are still a symptom. You can do coffee enema for the liver. Yeah, 100%. If you can tolerate it, definitely go for it. If someone has stopped eating, can they not take potassium supplement? You could if you mix it into an electrolyte balance, yes, but not on its own. Does taking ionic magnesium mineral need to have some time gap with caffeine drinks? Usually whenever you drink coffee, it freezes your intestine for up to 2 hours. So if you do drink magnesium within that time frame, sometimes it could cause a soft stool effect, and most of the time it won't get absorbed. How to clean your kidneys? You can use Shankapiedra, you can use magnesium to actually reopen up the filtration levels. Guys, some of the comments are being blocked. Definitely check on them. Best diet for heart patients: eat whatever is mostly bioavailable for the body, which is meat, fish, and eggs. That's your best diet. You already cause enough pain and wear and tear from eating all that carbohydrates and processed stuff. So best diet for heart would be eating what is natural for you. What is natural for a human being? I got high cholesterol. High cholesterol is irrelevant. It's not the cholesterol whether you need to worry about. Does taking red light therapy live? It is nice and live. We just got the red light and we're just sitting right on there. So carnivore is good. Carnivore is good. You just gotta keep in mind of how much fats you consume. So think of fats as think of it as an energy molecule. You have to take enough to actually get enough energy, but don't actually take too much and not actually utilize it and end up being stored. I have a sprained shoulder that isn't healing. Any recommendation? Do some peptides. BPC 157, TB 500 would be ideal. How to prevent plaques and clots? The only reason you could have them is because you have a blood pressure issue, possibly, and you're probably deficient in magnesium. Hey Maurice, what do you recommend for a nitric oxide for a 62 years old? There's only one out there. The current one that I actually recommend, it is on my website, John. It is a patent design. It does activate your nitric oxide for up to 8 hours. And it's a nitrate that actually converts into the nitric oxide pathway. And that's the one you need. That's the one I've been taking for 10 years now. How much BPC 157 TB 500 dose do you have a source in Canada to get from? I don't have any sources. You'll actually have to search. You'll have to search. I used to deal with somebody in Canada. I don't know the name of it. Let me see if I have it. Peptide. I used to get it from, because I'm in Canada as well too. Let me just get you the name. The name of the company. Let me see if I still have it. Peptide. Hopefully I can find it. Canadian peptides. Hold on, let me see. BPC 157. I'm just searching my email because I can tell you where I bought it from. Susan. No, I don't know. I'm just trying to find it. How come I can't find it? Peptides, where are you? Okay, let me see. For some reason, it doesn't want to show up. Where doctor say move owner wholesale living. Yeah, I can't find it. But there is a Canadian company. I just gotta look up the name. Peptide should help. If peptides does not help, nothing else will help. And you have to do like an 8-week cycle first to see how well it's doing for you. You take BPC 157 twice a day and you take TB 500 every 3 days. Question, too much water can dilute your stomach acid and make digestion difficult. How much liquid with a meal is a good question. You should never be drinking water with meals. You should be drinking before, but not after for at least 30 minutes. And you should never really drink no more than probably few cups a day, I would say. I only drink about 4 cups because my water is hydrated with enough trace minerals. You should never drink water on its own. The company is called peptidewarehouse.ca. And if you use my last name with the number 15, you should get 5% discount. It's called peptidewarehouse.ca. Best water for chronic kidney disease, clustered water, easy water. That means the water should never be pure. It should be hydrated with enough mineralization. Brian, I got your email. I'll definitely forward it and I'll find out some more information and we'll touch base. Is GERD caused due to excess acid or low acid? Low acid. And you need to practice some food combining. If you're not practicing food combining, then you're always going to have these issues. Hey Samuel, how are you? Hey John, how are you? Hello, Maurice from Texas, 51, going to my first cardio exam. I come from a family with heart issues. In case they want to put me on statins for the rest of my life, do you recommend Cavadix instead? The question is, before you go on statins and before you go on Cavadix, why don't you get a CCTA scan, Dicky, and find out whether you actually have calcifications or soft plaque? There's no point of going on statins if there's no calcification, if there's no issues. Cholesterol is irrelevant on its own. Everything's going good, John. Thanks so much for asking. What is your take on blood pressure 133/88 for 62 years old? Again, blood pressure, even thought they say 120/80, 135/88, still ideal. It's all about whether it's causing any issues to your arterial system or not, John. So it's better to get a scan on your heart to see if there's actually calcifications or issues. I'm on keto and fast. I love coffee and drink 8 to 10 cups of black coffee a day and don't seem to have any side effects. Am I hurting myself? Yeah, you're just depleting your mineralization, specifically magnesium, calcium, and vitamin B1. Yeah, no kidding. With 8 to 10 cups of coffee, I need a cup right now, but it's freaking late. It's like 7 o'clock. If I take one, I probably won't sleep till about 1. I only had like 2 cups today. And you're having 8 to 10 cups, Dennis? That's awesome. But you're depleting your magnesium. Keep in mind, without magnesium, we can all have heart issues. Please talk about food combining, Jade. Food combining. Should we talk about food combining? Just a quick heads up on food combining, guys. This is anybody that actually has issues with digestion. So look at it this way. You can mix protein and fat together. 100% no issues. But the moment you're going to add carbs, that's when you cause coagulation or glycation effect. So keep your carbs on its own. At least 30 minutes after your meal. Thank you for this 10th video. I tried to kind of make it as fun as possible because once I started doing that video, I found it was a little bit on the boring side because I wanted to go a little bit more in the scientific data, but I was trying to kind of keep it as simple as possible. Blood pressure sometimes goes 140/83. I had normal EKGs and stress tests. Doctor said I'm fine. JMac, EKGs and stress tests are bullshit. As simple as that. Whether they're perfect or not perfect, they're bullshit. If you want a little bit more of an answer, get a proper scan done. Which magnesium for your heart? Magnesium ionic chloride. What supplements are recommended after? Collect system. Send me a message. I'll send you a list. There's a big list for that, but we'll see if we can maybe break it down to like a couple only. What if you have kidney disease? Protein is not good. That's bullshit. The only reason you have kidney problems, the protein will come an issue only if it's processed protein, but not like real quality single ingredient protein. Yes, JMac, that's the one. Either it's called CAC score or CCTA score. The difference in between the CCTA score does both calcifications and soft plaque. It's the first time hearing not to drink anything with your meal and 30 minutes after. Why is that? So you can actually don't put any pressure on your digestive system and you'll prevent your body from absorbing the proper nutrients through your small intestine. I wanted to buy the magnesium from your bio, but there's no shipping to my country. Which country? Did you send them a message? Sometimes they can actually make an exception. Can some blood pressure meds cause kidney disease? Oh yeah. They cause kidney disease, liver issues, a lot of good wacky things will happen to the body with a lot of this medication. Netherlands, they should. I would ask them, tell them, hey, I'm ordering a couple bottles. Can you guys ship there? Because it's gonna be tough for you to find another company that actually has the same quality. It's getting really hot. Thanks Maurice so much. Have a good night. Take care, Andrew. Have a nice evening. Bergamot versus berberine for heart health. Um, Berberine prevents oxidization. Bergamot just lowers your cholesterol. I like berberine and resveratrol mixed. Doctor told me that statin is for LDL control only. I have been working hard to lower my own and I am getting there. Statin worry me very much because CAC score of 41. So by the time you start taking, say, statins will actually increase your CAC score because if there is soft plaque, it will actually force it to be calcified. Your thoughts on bone broth versus collagen, which is better for your body? I like the bone broth more because you get your proper mix of calcium and phosphate, which is as hydroxyapatite to actually support collagen, but supports your joint and your bones as well. Hey, butterfly, thanks so much for the gifts. But you still get collagen, and you don't need much collagen. Every 100 grams of protein, you need only about 5 grams of collagen. Hey bro, can you recommend something to stop palpitation? I did an ebook on how to stop palpitations and repair it. Naz, thanks so much for the flowers. Cheers. Thank you. Yes, that's why I'm scared of taking statins. So instead of taking statins, why don't you get yourself a CCTA scan, find out exactly how much calcifications, how much soft plaque you have, and give me a call or set up an appointment. Then we can actually discuss your protocol and how to actually fix it. Because yes, you can fix a lot of things. Can chronic kidney disease be fixed also? We can actually fix your GFR levels, but we don't know whether it's actually is fixing it or not, but we can actually enhance it and get it back up to track again. This palpitation is jelly in our stomach from bacteria or from something else. Palpitation is because you're deficient. The whole system is geared to create heart attacks. Trump at Disneyland assassination attempt. Fortunately, one of the employees said Donald Duck. That's interesting. Download my ebook. You'll find the answers and then I'll actually walk you through it. So plaque and calcification is reversible. I'm not kidding. The cardio appointment has my head working overtime. Of course, they're gonna go in there. They're gonna sell you every single medication they could to make money off you, Dicky. I have CAC 323. My carotid artery scan show clean. Should I take berberine? I tried statins and can't get them. Major muscle pain. Currently on healthy diet. John, probably it's better to go berberine and resveratrol together. From what I'll set up an appointment. Yeah, go for it. If you get a chance to do that, I can give you a full protocol on everything, actually, and we can actually get everything fixed up, no problem. The food industry, who is supposed to be Policed by FDA is a joke. There's no such thing. Everything is controlled by FDA. They want you sick so they can make more money. If you're sick, I'm rich. That's the way they look at it. But if you're healthy, they're all gonna go broke. Can I lower proteinuria? And this is your kidneys. Your kidneys are leaking protein. Yes, you could. You can start taking NMN and TMG. Is this the profile? I can reach you out by appointment? Yes, if you click on my profile, there's a website there, and you can actually book a time, and we can actually talk everything in details. Sorry guys, while I'm actually answering you guys' questions, I'm trying to read how to install my wood stove because I got it up here, but I have to just set up properly. Out of curiosity, have you ever calculated how many grams of supplements you consume in a day in a day's time? How many grams? Oh wow. So if I do, we should actually write it down so I can find out. So if I do 9 grams, I do 9 grams of taurine alone. Kilo? No, it's in grams. So just one supplement, I take 9 grams of it a day. Let's put it that way. Hey Sky, how are you? Global 114/76. That's good. Supposed to be clear blockages, and they are supposed to clear. What is supposed to clear blockages in arteries? Hello, how to treat ulcers in my lower abdominal? There's a protocol you have to follow, Karen. Yeah, I don't think it's that much, Blaine. I'll probably consume maybe about 20-30 grams a day, maybe of supplements, I say. If you go 9, yeah, probably about, put on the cheat sheet. I should. I gotta see how much. What do you recommend for autoimmune hepatitis? Switch your diet. Maurice, what is a blood test for soft plaque? I'm scheduled for NMR too. Worth doing it too? Yeah, 100%. And check your MPO, M for Mandy, P for Paul, O for Oscar, and check your LPPLA2. I was given fish oil to lower my triglyceride. Yeah, if you take about 4 grams daily. I like the window you installed. Look nice. Oh, the one here in the trailer. It's looks good. Actually, it's nice and open. It's just pitch dark outside. With heart disease, what to do with a swollen red feet? If blood is not circulating well, start doing some squats and drink your water with mineralization. Your kidneys aren't functioning correctly. Maurice, got it? Okay, perfect. How do I get rid of candida and foot fungus, digestive enzymes, and soak your feet with some borax? What is taurine good for? Without taurine, everybody can have a heart attack. Let's just put it that way. Taurine is heavily found in your heart, in your eyes, in your brain. Even Duke gets 3 to 6 grams a day of taurine. Do you have any suggestion on taking so many supplements in a day? I'm hurting myself in addition to prescriptions. Any water soluble, you can take it on an empty stomach. Any fat soluble, you gotta take it with food. Any amino acid, it doesn't matter. Once I get all blood tests back, I will schedule consultation. Sounds good, John. Looking forward to it. Would like to see the results. Definitely add your homocysteine and fibrinogen as well to the blood test. When using ionic chloride magnesium, I also put 3 grams of taurine. I mix them together. Yeah, 100%, John. 100%. That's what you need to do. 100%. Hey, Zico, how are you? I'm going to be doing mine right now, too. My magnesium and taurine. Duke is knocking on the door. He wants to go out. He woke up. He's taking a nap. Should I do magnesium RBC test before taking it? No, you should start taking it while you're gonna get your other testing, because keep in mind, you're gonna be deficient either way. Wanna go outside, bud? Don't be too long, okay? Well, you don't have to bark at night. What dose of resveratrol do you recommend? At least 500 milligrams. The one I take is trans resveratrol. It does come with MCT oil, so I only take about 250. But 500 milligrams is minimum. So 500 milligrams berberine and 500 milligrams of resveratrol. Some selenium and vitamin B complex to support your liver. I'm adding turmeric and cayenne pepper to my food daily. Good idea? Yeah, cayenne pepper is not bad. If you can get 40,000 heat units, you can have it up to like 3 times a day. If not, if you can get 90,000 heat units, just maybe have it once a day. But it's not bad. It's gonna keep your blood nice and thin. Turmeric for antioxidant only if it has curcumin, and only if the curcumin is at least 95% extracted. If it's not 95% extracted, then turmeric doesn't work for everybody. How can I treat acid reflux naturally? Take some digestive enzymes and do some food combining. Don't be mixing your protein and fat and carbs together. Duke, that was fast. Did you pee and come back? Yeah? Okay. Let's sit with Duke. Yes, can see him. Duke has detected another squash, probably squash. He goes outside, he barks for a couple minutes, goes pees and comes back. It's nice. Usually he wants to stay outside, but now he actually comes back in and he knocks on the door. He's been really good, actually. How can I get taurine naturally? You will never get taurine naturally. You will never get taurine naturally. Even thought we eat it, we get it from food. The problem is it's not as effective because it's mixed with other amino acids. It defeats its purpose against the heart. How to lower bad cholesterol? Score is 231. 231 is normal. There's nothing wrong with 231. It's whether your cholesterol is being oxidized or not. Right, Duke? I wanted to send a big thank you for we had 2 different donations came through the other day for Duke, and I went and ended up buying him a couple tongues. I bought him 3 tongues, beef tongues. So he had one today. Actually, I should have videotaped it. He actually sat there and ate the whole thing. It was almost like a kilogram. It was crazy. Right, Duke? That's why he's happy. Look at him. How can I make an appointment with you? Karen, if you click on my profile picture in the top left corner there, it's going to take you to my main page. And once you go on my main page, you can access the website and book an appointment. Good night, Maurice and Duke. Good night, Butterfly. Have a nice evening. What to do for periodontal disease and swollen gum? You have, I did an ebook, How to Look After Your Gum, Stephen, for free. You can download it for free if you go to my website. But it does talk about MCT, using MCT oil, using coconut, and other things as well too. Great dogs. Duke is the best. How nutritious is raw milk, and can you drink it with high blood pressure? Yes, you can drink it with high blood pressure. Just make sure it is raw and unpasteurized. Any benefits drinking cacao mix? If you have issues with the oxalates, I would actually stay away from it. What important blood work biomarkers to get done for health and heart? Oh, there's about six or 7 of them. Send me a message. I can send you the list so you can get them. Okay, I won't touch it. And the cocoa mix, you barely, people talk about, It's good for your flavonoids for the heart, and it's good for stem cells. You gotta be taking about 140 grams daily. That's the thing, nobody talks about it. I should actually do a video on that because s- people or influencers, they talk about certain things and everybody jumps on it. And the problem is, we I haven't found any blame, so I'm not gonna finish it till next year. I'm gonna pick him up from the city when I head back, and I'll bring them with me next year. I'll bring them with me like in April or March when I come back. I'm only gonna be gone for like 3 months from here, 3, 4 months. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding them here, and the one I found, they're very, very thin. Oh, I want to hug Duke. There's halal. Yeah, you can have him for a couple days if you want. He'll keep you company. He's out sleeping. He had a big meal today. Um, can you put taurine powder in a smoothie, and what time of day should you take it? You can put it in a smoothie, yes, as long as the smoothie does not contain any proteins or anything else. So we need to kind of make sure it's the only amino acid that is in the smoothie. You need a steady supply of it, at least 3 times a day or twice a day. Uh, yes, I did, Blaine. If you go back 150 years ago, we never really had to get any special rights. Let's just put it that way. Is that fair enough to say? I have found that I have atheroma plaques in the carotid arteries. Both about 50% started with K2, D3 neurokinase. My blood pressure sometimes is 140/90, sometimes 127. 1, 2, also 11, a bit scared. Also hawthorn berry extract. You're probably not taking enough. K2, you need to be taking about 1,000 micrograms to about 10,000 micrograms whenever you have carotid arteries issue. Neurokinase 12,000 FU. Serapeptase 500,000 SP. Of course, the heart, the brain, and the eyes is heavily found, and it's a heavy detoxifier. Do you like neurokinase? Take 4,000 FU, hopefully helps. You need 12,000 FU a day. It's just sometimes it does have like a little bit of an estrogenic issue. In the US, you don't always get the mineral rice when you buy a property. I have to look into that in the mineral rice, but what can I do with that? Can I go hunt for like specific rock mineralization? Is that what it is? Nero around 20K, yeah. You could if you can tolerate that much. I've done about 12,000 K to 18,000. I haven't had the 20 mark yet. Maurice recently did the CT scan. They found nodules in my lungs, 2 to 3, 5 millimeter. Any suggestions or remedies? NAC, N-acetyl-L-cysteine with iodine. N-acetyl-L-cysteine, 2,400 milligrams every 4 hours for 5 days on, 3 days off. Then that's how you cycle NAC. Oh, I got this similar question asked in the other channel. And you go back on it again, 5 days on, 3 days off, based on how you feel. And you take iodine, 12 milligrams daily. Do you have any idea how to treat HIV/AIDS? Sorry, I can't talk about that. K2, 1,000 to 1,200. Okay, we'll search these quantities. The highest you're ever gonna find is 300 micrograms. So you're gonna be taking, 300 micrograms a couple times a day. Taking a little over 12,000 FU Nero. Yeah, perfect. So far I've reached up to 18,000 FU, but definitely 12,000 should be ideal. You don't have to cycle NAC, Jess, and you don't have to use it daily. You can only use it based on when you need it. But the way I do it, or the way I recommend, is an omega dose supplementation of NAC, and that's why I would highly recommend cycling the product. Okay, thanks. Are there some side effects for 20,000? There is no side effects. Just keep in mind when you get off of it, you can't get off of it instantly because it is a blood thinner. You have to wean off of it correctly. That's the only downfall about it. You can't just be taking 20,000 and suddenly you just stop. Because there is a blood thinner, a heavy blood thinner, so you have to actually wean off of it correctly. And the weaning period could take up to 3 weeks. Does NAC benefit heart health or just lungs? Heart, liver, and actually heart, liver, and lungs mostly. But for the heart, what it does, it increases EPCs. That's why I take it. So another form is just because of the EPCs value of it. Reduce dose one time to get off easy. That's right, yes. Our Berkeley filtration system is gone. How come? The Berkeley one. I still have mine, but I just bought the new filtration from Amazon actually, because they don't sell them anymore. I think it's one of the best system out there. All stainless steel. Works amazing. I still use it. I haven't changed the filter for 3 years. I just bought a new filter, just came in today. Going to buy vitamin E, dose is 100 milligrams. Vitamin E tocotrienols, make sure it's coming from Enato. They told me not to trust Amazon. That's what I got it from. I got from Amazon. Was very similar price, about $100 and some. I got the 2 filtration. The charcoal filter, whatever it is. I haven't installed them yet. They're still in the box. 2 types of E. There's tocotrienols and there's tocotrienols and tocopherols. You don't want them both together. You want the tocotrienols for heart health and inflammation, and that one is actually looked at in milligrams. It comes from Enato. Thank you for giving me knowledge, learning a lot from you. Do you like Spanish women? On my page for coaching, but you seem like a busy guy. Open my page for coaching, but you seem like a busy guy. Is there any way I can get all your infos from here, because I keep missing your sessions? Infos, you can always go to YouTube, Jose and Joe. Is it Joe? You can always go to YouTube, and the video is all actually recorded there, and you can always watch it. And you can definitely download my ebooks if you go to my website. I've been taking NAC every day for a year. Didn't know I should cycle it. I did do any damage? It doesn't do any damage, no. The only reason we cycle it because you don't need it on a daily basis, but you can still use it daily if you're taking just a simple amount. Are you Middle Eastern? I am, yes. What did you eat today? I had 1 pound of meat, 1 pound of yak with 3 eggs this morning. Well, not this morning, in the afternoon, my first meal, and blue cheese with about 1 ounce of blue cheese. And for dinner, I had, again, the yak meat with 2 eggs, and I had Gouda and blue cheese as well. That's all I had today. And about 2 cups of coffee with MCT oil. Oh, nice. Where are you from? I'm in Canada right now. What's NAC and how you recycle it? The only time you guys want to cycle NAC only if you're taking megadosing. NAC is an acetyl-L-cysteine. It's good for your lungs, for your liver, and your heart. Should I add niacin 500 grams to these regimen for plaque? You mean 500 milligrams? Yes, it prevents oxidization. Thank you for answering all the questions. No worries. I got a question. Maurice is full of supplements. I have lots. Too many. I take like grams and grams. I have like a full cabin. GLP-1, you know, it's okay. Once you get off of it, everything will go back to normal. You can do it naturally with other supplements. Berberine, resveratrol, All that stuff will actually cause the insulin to become more sensitive. What to do for anxiety and panic. I did an ebook on that if you guys want to check it out, and you can support the channel and support this little guy there behind me that he's out sleeping. He's warming up my bed, so which is nice. Where can I get berberine? You can go on my website, Sandy, and get berberine. The one I get is actually comes directly from Australia. It's a very clean source. Are Canadian people French or English? Mostly English, but if you go more east, you get a little bit more added French speaking. Cheers, Cosmin. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. What's your thoughts on Lugol's iodine daily? I like them. I think they have the highest. I think 2.5 milligrams with Lugol's. So you can definitely. I like to start with a high dose so you can saturate your cells, then go down to about 2.5. Duke is precious. He's my little guy. Look at him. He's out. He's keeping my bed warm. I'm guessing the deed to your property would spell out mineral rights. Yeah, I'll have to check to see if I have to apply for something specific or not. I'll have to check the papers. I have them. I left them in the city when I go there, because every time I come here, I'm bringing stuff, and so hopefully when I come back in March or April, I'll have pretty much everything here. I just haven't put a lock on the doors yet, so anybody, I can leave the property, I can leave my little tiny house, and anybody can walk in. So you have to actually trying to put a lock. I can't find like a specific lock for the doors because they're meant for what do you call them? Like a deck doors kind of thing. They're sliding doors. And I'm trying, and I just bought a dehumidifier machine because we get a lot of moisture in here, a lot of humidity. I take magnesium glycinate 420 milligrams every day. That's not enough. Yeah, there's no locks, Jade, yet, because these doors, when I bought them, I bought them, somebody was doing renovations, and these doors were actually meant for like balconies and decks. So there's no real, and I totally forgot about building a door on the side. So I have to figure out a way to actually get them locked. When you get your deck finished, it will be a great place to drink coffee with your mom. Oh, 100%, 100%. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing, and hopefully I'll get some, you guys to come down, Blaine, and all of you guys here. I get a lot of people want to come down. The problem is, I found out that the closest airport is still 6 hours away, which is kind of terrible. So if anybody gonna come down, I'll have to drive 6 hours to pick you guys up and bring you up here. That's a 12-hour drive, which is, it is what it is, unless I get like a private helicopter or something. Sorry to ask again about the vitamin E, but you recommended tocopherols from? No, I recommend tocotrienols, not tocopherols. Tocotrienols, and make sure it comes from annatto, not from soy. I can taste anything, but I can't smell. What can I take to help? NAC and taurine would be your first two go-to supplements in the beginning, and you can add some zinc. What's good for anxiety? L-theanine. Wow, so far, but you can do a small health retreat. Yeah, so that's what I have to do. Like I'm trying to. I think next year I'll have a little bit more of an idea of how everything is gonna turn out to be here, whether it's gonna be, doable or not to have a retreat or not, or is it gonna be too expensive? So I'll have to figure that out. And if it's too expensive, I might just maybe do it in a specific location where I can travel to and people can travel to it, and we can kind of meet up at the location, and we can do the full retreat. So I'll have to figure that out still. That's my next year's project. Hey Maurice, I got my result back from my 2 weeks Holter monitor. Hopefully things are good. Just gotta get some water. So I still have to decide because I've been getting a lot of requests for retreats and definitely would like to set something up. So it's just a matter of finding a place. Build a retreat for your chickens. Build a retreat for your I have to. I'm gonna be building something for. I gotta get a chicken next year. The amount of carton of eggs I go through from. I have to go to the store. I'll tell you right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7 cartons of eggs in my fridge right now. That's how much eggs we go through me and Duke a week sometimes. 7 cartons of eggs. I just bought them today, beginning of the week. I took magnesium glycinate 150 milligrams at night, but it makes me tired the next day. Is that normal? No, it's not normal. That means your body's not, you're overdosing. So it's making you very sleepy, making you feel groggy in the morning. Sometimes you want to mix it with L-theanine to come back to like normal level. So tocotrienols from NATO, yes. I might have it on my website. I can't remember, Ami. So maybe go to my website and see if I have the tocotrienols from NATO. There's only 1 or 2 companies that produces it. Do you have to register chicken yet in Canada? Really? I didn't know. Yeah, no, we don't have to register. That's interesting. Do you guys have to register your chicken in Canada now? And in the USA, Blaine? That's interesting. I took, can young adults book sessions too? Yes, 100%. We'll check in UK. Oh, you already, yeah, that's right. So you have to register the chickens. Oh, wow. It said 214 ventricle ectopic beats, burden of -1 to 44 SVE beats, burden of -1%, no AV block or fib or any other odd rhythms. Okay, so that's a good sign. Did they give you like anything in PDF format so I can analyze it? Would be nice to get that PDF document. Then we can analyze it a little bit better. Unless that's all the details they put. I'm here, Duke. I haven't gone anywhere. Why the hell do we have a bug in here? Let me kill it. Got a freaking bug on the wall. How the hell did it come in? Did you keep the window open, Duke, for that 2 minutes? You want some water? Hold on, let me get you some water. Give me a second, guys. Gotta get Duke some water. Watch out. You want some magnesium? Let's give Duke some magnesium. There you go. This way he doesn't drink too much water. And I always put him half a cup every single time. I never put him no more than that. With 70% artery blockage, is there anything to reverse this? Yeah, there is. I have a product we can actually use and you can reverse it. As of October 1st, all chicken keepers in England and Wales are required to register their birds with the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, or the Animal and Plant Health. Really? So is there like a limit of how many you can have? That's interesting that you have to do that. That's very interesting. Hopefully it doesn't start to kind of get to a point where, you know, it's like this. But since it's already in UK, obviously it's gonna hit Canada very soon. Do you sell that product on your site for the artery blockage? Yes, I do. If you go to my website, it is there. And you do get my practitioner code where you get 20% off. Can we see the... Oh, this is the magnesium I use. It is on my website as well, too. No. Bill Gates... Gags, domestic, do not hit Kenya. Protest. That's insane. Can magnesium lower your blood pressure too low? Only if you're taking blood pressure medications. So I'm going to see the cardiologist in the morning, and I'm taking the Taurine 500 milligram supplement too, which is fine to see he thinks if this is good to take with my propanol. Probably he won't know much about it. Which supplement should a 16-year-old take? Vitamin C, vitamin D, and magnesium. Good night. If it's almost 11 p.m. now, good night and thank you again. Yeah, no problem, Jade. I'll respond to the other emails. I know I only responded to one, but I'll respond to the other two as well, and we'll definitely touch base. They want to get rid of everything, Archie. They want to get rid of everything. Pretty much, they want us to be living off plant-based food, man-made products. What are the benefits of putting magnesium in the water? Well, magnesium should actually, it comes originally from water, and that's how you have to actually get it, just so you can drink it, unless you want to put it under your tongue and kind of swallow it. It's very salty. How much magnesium glycinate should be taken? Well, I don't recommend magnesium glycinate. Magnesium glycinate it's man-made. It's mostly used to kind of help with the sleeping. That's it. My pressure was 220 over 140 no matter what I take. 2 months on carnivore diet and it's down to half now. That's good. And I would actually start taking TMG, trimethylglycine, as well. Pum, 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 pum. I have to get my I'm gonna let you guys go here in 15 minutes. But you guys can see my stack that I take before I sleep. Sometimes it took me roughly about like 2 weeks playing with it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, till I actually found like a perfect stack that I wake up refreshed and I don't wake up, feeling groggy or nothing like that, which is really good. Really, really good. What if magnesium ionic chloride non-available? Is magnesium citrate good to take? No, citrate is not good to take. Citrate is good for the gut, that's it. The magnesium ionic chloride, because it has about 65% elemental. What do you recommend for anemia, HCl, or andro-TMG? Andro? I haven't heard of that, andro-TMG. What parasite protocol you recommend? A black walnut? I need to learn more about taurine. Where is best to do that? I did an ebook for free, I think, about taurine. I have to check. Maybe send me an email or check on my website. But I think I did it on my ebooks. Blaine, I can't remember now, but I believe I have it there about taurine. I talked a lot of things about it. I wonder if you know what numb pain from losing mom. What numbs pain? Sorry to hear that. What is the best magnesium to take? Magnesium ionic chloride. I will check out your website for sure. I would actually take L-theanine and L-tyrosine for Always Loving USA. Just donate it to Duke. Make sure he gets some good snacks. He looks like a great dog. Oh, hey, thanks so much, Tony. Yesterday I had a few people donate, and I got him beef tongue. I got him 3 pieces of 3 beef tongues. Each one was like almost like a kilogram. He loved it. That's why he's out right now. He's too relaxed. But yeah, thank you so much. And I had another donation the other day, so I ended up getting Duke some duck snacks. I have it here. Which is he loves this stuff. It's 100% duck, single ingredient duck tenders. I only stick to like a single ingredient for him, and that's it. What's your current body weight? I weigh about 155. How many times a day do you direct people to magnesium ionic chloride? I don't know. I talk about it so much, and probably the company is benefiting so much from me. I wish they would give me something in return, but they don't. And it's the only company that I actually found that actually works really good, Blaine. It's just too bad, I have some companies, they give me some free products, they cover the cost of some of my products, and some companies don't even care, no matter how much you kind of support them. And to be honest with you, like a lot of the companies, I don't really like to push or anything, but I like some of their product quality. Magnesium from trace minerals from Utah works okay, but the problem is it's not as how can I say this? It's not as absorbable compared to the Aussie trace minerals. And I did the testing on both for a year each before I decided to go on that one. Because I used to recommend, and I highly spoke of magnesium from trace minerals from Utah. But at the end of the day, when I did the testing did not show good positive effect from it. My kids wear eyeglasses. Astigmatistes, how can I help them with supplements to strengthen their eyes? You need astaxanthin, about 10 milligrams a day for their eyes. You need taurine as well too, because taurine is heavily found in the eyes, in the brain, and the heart, and it's heavily detoxified, especially when you're around EMF, smartphones, televisions, all that stuff. It puts a lot of wear and tear on your eyes, and you end up losing a lot of taurine. So you need taurine like lots for the kids. Even taking 3 grams twice a day would be ideal. Sorry, guys. How many times a day do you direct people to magnesium? You're a small fish with a 10,000 plug. You're a small fish with only 10.3K. Get that sub count up and rake in the swag. Probably, yeah. I'm getting there. I know I'm not even close to anything, Blaine. I know on YouTube I'm very, very small, and TikTok in the upper 200,000, but definitely not even close. When should you take taurine? Taurine should be consumed on an empty stomach. Taurine should be consumed on an empty stomach so it does not conflict with any other amino acids. Different from magnesium chloride. Magnesium ionic chloride, it is the same as magnesium chloride, but the problem is you can buy magnesium chloride on its own. If it doesn't have all the other trace minerals, it's not going to actually absorb correctly. That's the problem with it. I live in Utah and grew up near the Great Salt Lake. It's a stinky and infected lake as it has have been a dumping ground. I would be worried about trace minerals. That's interesting to know. Never knew that till you actually mentioned it now. So if people are hearing this, because I had a lot of questions asking me about it, and that's too bad it's like that. If may I ask what year were you born in? Do you post your YouTube channel link in your TikTok? I do, yes, I have it there posted as well. But a lot of people sometimes, most of the people they like TikTok. I wish I can get more TikTok of my subscribers to come over to YouTube as well too. Would be pretty amazing. Imagine if I can convert all the 200,000 over. Would be perfect. What's up? Hope you're doing great. Skeptic. What to use for swollen knee? Your swollen knee is mostly so. There's two things. If your swollen knees, are they both or just one? You can use a lot of people. They end up using what's the oil called? Oh, just a one. One of the best thing you can use would be something like this. So every time I kind of hurt my elbows or anything like that, you can use this magnesium gel. I bought this from Amazon. and you can actually rub it on your knee, actually absorb. Castor oil works really good. The magnesium gel works really good as well, because you want magnesium to actually absorb through the bones for it to actually work. It's a compliment. You look really young. It depends, one day I wake up, I could be in my 20s. One day I wake up, I could be in my 30s. So it all depends how I sleep and how I wake up in the morning. But since now I figured out my perfect combination, I wake up full of energy every morning, which is awesome. What about leg cramps? It's a magnesium deficiency. Maurice, you don't look 74. Well, nobody should know that, Blaine. Come on. What about Ethiopian oil? I have to look into that. I haven't. Keep in mind, guys, me living in Canada, I don't have access to a lot of these things. And sometimes we don't even see it or even hear about it because sometimes it doesn't make it through our customs. So, Ethiopian oil, what does it contain? If I were to book an appointment with you, can you give a receipt so I can use it my health saving account to pay for it? The problem is, depends where you're at. Sometimes they don't honor it. I can give you my basic receipt and everything, but certain places they do not honor it outside the country or outside certain cities even. AFib. I did an ebook on AFib, Tigwig, and if you go to my picture profile, there's an ebook on how to actually control and repair and reverse the AFib issue. You should be in a movie, maybe one day. Not really. Don't really care about. So we'll do another 5 more minutes, guys. Send me a message. I'll send you some information against that plantar issue. It's funny. I wanted to do some work on a computer while I'm talking to you guys, and I couldn't. It's just fine. I'll respond tomorrow. I was actually trying to see what I'm gonna do for a video. I was trying to put some of the medications that they cause liver issues. Thank you so much. I'll schedule an appointment. Sounds good, Karen. We'll chat soon. If you have any problems, you are my favorite. Love to know about you as well. Sounds good. We'll keep you guys up to date. What do I take to remove parasites? Black walnut is really good. And prolonged fasting. Can someone post his email? Please, if you click on my website, on my picture profile in the top left corner, you can access my main profile. Then you can send me a direct message. What is the second best after magnesium ionic chloride? It depends on the person, but I think a nitrate supplement if you're worried more of a cardiovascular issue. Again, thank you for your time. Cheers, Tony. No problem. Just stopped here and YouTube. Thanks. Love light. Awesome. Thank you so much. 15-year-old daughter with bad acne on face and back. What can help? It's pretty much the food that she's consuming. A lot of high hormonal foods that is causing this. So the question is, what is she consuming that is causing that? So it's not so much about using stuff, it's so much about what the hell you are putting into your gut. Have you tried the Acid Trace Minerals Lemon Lime? No, I haven't. The one I have is just the straight. You mean you're mixing it, or is it comes pre-mixed? I don't think they have a pre-mixed one, do they? Porty Hardy Damer style. Off on Epstein Island. My sister went carnivore and reversed her acne because all you're eating is just what is bioavailable, right? But sometimes can we do that to a young kids, 15 years old? A lot of them don't like to do that. So I'll be very, very tough. So that's why I can ask, what are they putting in their gut? Because most of the hormonal stuff that they're putting in their gut is actually causing a lot of the acne stuff. Yes, check out the site you linked to. I'll check it to see. It could be, I'll see the, because I know a lot of people were complaining about the saltiness and everything. So they finally did a flavor one. I'll check it out. Hopefully the ingredients are good, not like end up putting like natural flavors or anything like that. I learned that stevia makes men infertile. I would never recommend stevia to anybody. Yes, they have a lemon lime version. I'll check it out. Here, let's see if you can go on their website. Now, can you reverse diabetic neuropathy in feet? Yes, you could. 100% you could. 100% is reversible. No, stevia does not work and actually has a lot of back end issue in the system. Unless you're actually getting the stevia not being white powder where it's synthetic, you're getting it as being a green plant. Let's look at here. Can't even sometimes remember my own website. Does anything help reduce obsessive compulsive disorder? We'll talk about that. Assalamu alaikum. Rani lagi contact. Hold on, guys. Let's go to the website. It depends how it's made. The stevia drops, whether it's actually made synthetically or it's actually coming directly from the green plant. I would use something other than the stevia if you're looking for sweeteners. I would use maybe xylitol would be good, or other type of form that does not cause any issues. Trace minerals, Aussie trace minerals, lemon flavor. Oh, check it out. Let's look at the ingredients. Hopefully I can read it. Hold on, guys. Let me check out the ingredients for this product for you. Okay, come on. How come I can see the ingredients? Concentrated sodium reduced Australian water certified organic lemon lime flavor. I don't like the word flavor. I'm gonna send the owner a message. I know him. I know the owner really well, actually. I'm gonna send him a message to find out what he means by flavor. I don't like that word. Monk fruit is good. Monk fruit is good. Yeah, monk fruit is good. Erythritol is not bad. Just some people, they have an issue with increases their LP small a, but that should be good. Good evening. I can't stay too long, but I wanted to say bless you for recommending NAC during flu. I'm glad everything is working good, Ziggy, and good to hear from you. Keep me updated by, you have my WhatsApp as well too. Don't forget to say hi. It works like magic. Perfect. I'm glad it's working for you. Allulose is good. I haven't had a chance to get any here because the local store, they don't get any at all. What would be an alternative to atorvastatin? You got NAC, you got niacin. How do you feel about goat colostrum? You're trying to heal your gut? How to raise male testosterone? Well, before you raise your male testosterone, make sure you're not estrogenic. You're not high. You're not high estrogenic person. Ziggy, that's good to hear. So yeah, you got monk fruit. We have allulose. Blaine mentioned there's xylitol. There's a lot of better alternatives to stevia. I would never use magnesium aspartate. That's magnesium, and the aspartate, that stands for aspartame. It's gonna cause some neuro issue with the brain. TRT. Before you use TRT, just make sure you're not estrogen. You're not estrogen dominant. Because if you're estrogen dominant and you're using it, you're just gonna throw everything out of balance. Flavor. I make my own toothpaste. I use coconut oil. I use hydrogen peroxide. I use salt, Himalayan salt. I use charcoal sometimes. I use baking soda. So I use xylitol. So that's what I use for toothpaste. I don't actually spend money or buy any. I buy this stuff in bulk and I actually just mix it up and just brush with it. What is your say on nano hydroxyapatite spelling? Oh, you're talking about the calcium phosphate where it turns into hydroxyapatite? Yeah, that's actually what strengthens your teeth. That's what strengthens your joints. That's what actually puts a cap on your arteries, so it prevents a heart attack. Oh yeah, I got a slug problem, Blaine. All my cucumbers when I left for like a couple days, 10 days to go to the city, came back. They were all being consumed by the freaking slug. But every time I use a magnesium or I use Epsom on the ground, they never actually come. They actually die before they even, if they actually touch the Epsom salt, they actually just drop dead. They like fry up, these freaking slugs. Did you get to research Wendy at God's Herbs Heal? No, I haven't. If you guys don't send me sometimes a message, I totally forget. They say ashes from burn would help with slugs too. They say ashes from really. So what I did is I just spray not sprayed. I put all in. I got it all in powder, all the Epsom salt, and I put it around all the plants and everything. And once it rained, half of the plants got consumed by the black slugs. The other half, they didn't even touch them because the salt was still there, the Epsom was still there. But I'll try the ashes. That's pretty cool. That's good to know. I'm gonna try that. That's for next year. That's it. This year is already. I took everything down this year because it's already too cold. We're starting to get frost again. It already snowed 2 days ago on the mountain, but today it melted because the weather was nice. How much vitamin D per day? Summertime, 1000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. Wintertime, 1500 IU. Are there nails or some type of animals? Are these? Yeah, they're slugs. They're like snails. They're like big. They're like this big. They're poisonous. They carry a lot of parasites. They actually eat everything and anything that gets dropped on the ground, whether poops, whether dead animal, they consume it. I want to start TRT. You could just be careful because it's gonna throw everything out of whack. Hey Maurice, are Canadian people French or English? English, but we have a good French up east, but majority is English. I was about to say good protein. I think Blaine said that last time. Good protein. 1 pound of slug, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup filtered water, 1/3 stick butter. Blend well and enjoy a delicious slug smoothie. There you go, Sean. That's Blaine's recipe for you. Perfect timing. Let me know how it goes. How do you know if I'm estrogenic or not? You can actually get a test and check your estradiol, your DHEA. You can check your estrogen and you'll find out by a blood test. And if you are, you have to go on calcium D-glucarate to flush out the excess estrogen. And sometimes, most of the time, you end up boosting your own testosterone back to normal in the upper 600-700. Thank you and have a good night. Megnata. Sounds good, Meg. Say September 25th, 2017, Germany, America, in French. September 25th, 2007, Germany, America, in French. Thank you. Oh, they even have peppermint. They have peppermint, also trace minerals and peppermint as well. Again, they're using peppermint flavor. I gotta look at that up. What is your source of heat? I have a gas heater right now that is actually costing too much, propane heater, but I'm gonna be getting my wood stove installed. I have the wood stove. I brought it up to the deck today. I had to get one of my neighbors, so we lifted it. It was pretty freaking heavy. So now I'm gonna set it in a tiny house, and I'm waiting for the pipes and the chimney to come so I can do the installation. So hopefully I'll have it all done by last week of October, I think. How low is low testosterone? July 14th, French Bastille Day. How can I do the calcium flash? What do you mean calcium flash? I don't know what you mean by calcium flash. I'm gonna take one more question, guys. That's it. One more question other than that calcium flash. Oh, how can I do the calcium flush? Like you're talking about chelation therapy, so you can regulate it. Vitamin C flush we do usually. Vitamin C as well. It's based on your tolerance levels. Same thing with magnesium. Vitamin C, magnesium, they all do the same thing as a flush effect. If that's what you're trying to do. Late 20s. So do the test, check your estrogen levels. If everything looks good, then you can definitely do TRT. Or you can try maybe boron, 30 milligrams a day of boron. Yeah. No, it's just a double wall stovepipe that we're using. That's part of their to get it insured and stuff. They said as long as you're using a double wall, you should be fine. So the ones that I've been ordered, there is a double wall. Niacin, some do also. Yes, niacin does. That's how it actually opens up your capillaries and you get a flush effect. It doesn't hurt fertility, no. It doesn't hurt fertility. It's just sometimes your body get used to it. When you get off of it or you wean off of it, you have to wean off quite slow and have a set. Like some people end up taking them for life. It does get quite expensive. Sweet dreams. Have a great sleep, Dolly. Cheers. Thank you. Sweet dreams to Duke. Thank you. Does TRT hurt fertility? No. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get going. Yeah, Blaine. Once I get, I think the wood stove inside. I just put the hearth sheet in yesterday, the other day, and I got it measured correctly. So I'm just gonna put the wood stove on it. I'll send a picture. We'll do like a live during the daytime so I can show it to you guys. So the only thing is we'll be missing just the pipe and the pipes and the chimney and the outside, and hopefully I can get that done all in one day, probably once everything comes in. Have a good night, Maurice. Thanks for all the info as always. You guys have a nice evening. Happy well, Monday's already over for the day, but we'll definitely I'll try to do like a day in, day out live, just so I can, based on how much work I can get done and how much I can actually spend with you guys, can answer a lot of the questions. But definitely we'll do this more often. The closer we get closer to the winter, the more I'll be doing this, because I'll be stuck inside most of the time. No, it does not hurt fertility at all. Make sure your chimney flashing is 100%. It has to be. It has to be 100% done correctly, or else with the heavy snow load we get, I don't end up damaging the roof or damaging anything. And I have one guy that actually he does chimney. He finalized the chimneys before they kind of get him certified. So he's actually gonna come and help me that day with the flashing and all that outside. So hopefully If he can do it for me and I can stay on the inside, and it would be awesome. I don't have anything on testosterone. Maybe I'll write one up one day because I've been getting quite a bit of requests in regards to the testosterone. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening, and we'll definitely touch base, and I'll try to stay as warm as possible. Cheers, guys, and have a nice day. For some of you, a nice day, some of you, a nice evening.